Israel raises funds to build the third temple. The Temple Institute continues its online campaign to raise money for the new temple in Jerusalem. However, there is strong opposition from Muslims because this would involve taking control of the area where the Dome of the Rock, one of Islam's holiest sites, is currently located. Despite current conflicts, members of the Temple Institute continue their worldwide campaign to rebuild the Beit HaMikdash, that is, the Holy Temple, also known as the Third Temple. It is named after the first temple, built by Solomon and completed around 950 before Christ, which was destroyed during the Babylonian invasion in 586 before Christ. Later, the temple was rebuilt, and in the days of Jesus it was enlarged and embellished by Herod. However, it was finally destroyed in 70 after Christ by the Roman army. In recent years, this movement has gained new momentum. Practices related to ancient ritual sacrifices have been revived, and new Levite priests have been trained under the direction of rabbis. And the necessary elements have been prepared for the rituals described in the Old Testament, including everything related to the famous red heifer. It has also been announced that many of the interior pieces of the temple are now ready, including the veil that separated the holy place from the most holy place. The only missing piece is the Ark of the Covenant, which some rabbis believe may be buried on the Temple Mount. They believe its recovery is linked to the moment when Israel regains full control over that site, where the Dome of the Rock now stands. Now, due to the constant conflicts in Israel, many voices around the world have called for peace in the region. However, the Temple Institute has launched an online fundraising campaign in which anyone can contribute, according to them, to a definitive solution. But this proposal does not please Muslims because it represents another step towards the reconstruction of the temple. The purpose of this campaign is to tell Jews that it is possible to collaborate with the Temple Reconstruction Project, which, according to its promoters, will mark the beginning of a new era of peace and universal harmony. They maintain that it is the most sacred place for the Jewish people, conceived by God Himself, and they affirm that it is not enough to wait and pray for the Third Temple, but that building it is a biblical obligation. The architectural design already exists, and, according to the Temple Institute, it merges the revelation of sacred texts with modern technology. The new temple would be fully computerized with underground parking, temperature control, elevators, wheelchair access, and other amenities. The Temple Institute assures that its architects are also Torah scholars, and that they will ensure that everything is built to the highest modern standards, while still carefully following Jewish law. The initial goal is to raise $100,000, of which $30,000 would be allocated to the Sanhedrin, known as Lishkat Hagazit. Obviously, the total cost would be much higher, but the Temple Institute's intention is to open up the opportunity for people from all over the world to contribute. The 3D video shows an idea of what the temple would look like in a scenario where the Dome of the Rock no longer exists. Now, this issue has gained even more traction in the public debate due to certain political and religious gestures that many have interpreted closely. One of them occurred on Tuesday, April 21, 2026, when Donald Trump participated in a public Bible reading and read a passage from the second book of Chronicles, chapter 7, verses 11 to 22. The text recounts the moment when God answers King Solomon after the construction of the temple, assuring him that he has heard his prayers, but warning that the prosperity of the people will depend on his faithfulness. For many evangelical Christians, this passage represents a call to national repentance and to seek God's face again. However, for other observers, the fact that Trump read a text specifically related to Solomon, Jerusalem, the temple, and the restoration of the land has sparked all sorts of comments and speculation. Some have suggested that, due to his strong political support for Israel, his recognition of Jerusalem as the Israeli capital during his government, and his close ties to pro-Israel sectors, Trump could at some point indirectly favor the political conditions for the Third Temple project to move forward. In this regard, we must also consider the statements of Pete Hegseth, who is the United States Secretary of War. Pete Hegseth raised the possibility of a third Jewish temple on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, according to an interview revealed several years ago. There is no reason why the miracle of the temple's restoration on the Temple Mount is not possible, Hegseth said during a 2018 speech at the Aretz Sheva conference in Jerusalem, according to the Times of Israel. I don't know how it would happen. It's not known how it would happen, but I know it could happen, he continued. One step in that process, one step in every process, is to recognize that the facts and activities on the ground really matter. That is why going to visit Judea and Samaria and understanding that sovereignty, the very sovereignty of Israeli soil, of Israeli cities, of Israeli sites, is a crucial next step in showing the world that this is the land of the Jews and the land of Israel, he added. Dear listener, these events raise an important question. Will Israel build a third temple before the second coming of Christ? Personally, I believe so, since the Bible mentions that some end-time events will take place in a temple in Jerusalem. For example, in Daniel chapter 9, verse 27, it says, "For 1 week that ruler will make a covenant with many, but in the middle of the week he will put an end to sacrifices and offerings. And in the temple he will set up the abomination that causes destruction, until the disastrous end decreed for it takes place." Beloved brothers, in this passage we are told that in the very near future, Israel will make a 7-year pact with a political leader who will be the Antichrist. Through this pact, the Antichrist will bring an apparent peace to Israel and will also promote the construction of the Third Temple. And through this historic achievement, the Antichrist will be received by many Jews as their Messiah, because within Jewish belief, the Third Temple is linked to the coming of the Messiah. For example, Rabbi Maimonides teaches in his work that the Third Temple will be built by the Messiah himself, this being a definitive sign of his messianic identity. Therefore, dear listener, upon the completion of the Third Temple, the Antichrist will be seen by many Jews as the Messiah, thus fulfilling what Jesus said in the Gospel of John, chapter 5, verse 43. "I have come in my Father's name, and you do not receive me. If another comes in his own name, you will receive him." Now, after having made a 7-year covenant with Israel, after having promoted the construction of the Third Temple, and after having been received by many Jews as their Messiah, the Antichrist will break his covenant. And this will happen in the middle of the prophetic week, that is, in 3.5 years. Let us note what the passage from Daniel says about this. "But in the middle of the week he will put an end to sacrifices and offerings, and in the temple he will set up the abomination that causes destruction." Analyzing this passage, we note that after breaking the covenant, the Antichrist will put an end to sacrifices and offerings. Then he will set up the abomination of desolation in the temple. And concerning this abomination, the Apostle Paul gives us more details in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 3 and 4, where he says, "For that day will not come until there is a great rebellion against God, and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the one who brings destruction. He will exalt himself and oppose everything people call God and every object of worship. He will even sit in the temple of God and claim that he himself is God." According to this passage, the Antichrist will enter the Third Temple, sit in the place of worship, and claim to be God. There he will demand honor, reverence, and worship for himself. Many interpreters believe that this act could occur in the Holy of Holies, which would provoke deep outrage among Jews, because it would be an atrocious desecration of the most sacred place in the temple. That is why Jesus warned in Matthew chapter 24 that when they see the abomination of desolation standing in the holy place, those in Judea should flee to the mountains. Because from that moment on, the Antichrist will no longer present himself as a leader of peace, but as a persecutor filled with fury against the Jewish people. That will be one of the most terrible moments of the Great Tribulation. Upon analyzing all of this, dear listener, it becomes evident that, according to this prophetic interpretation, there will be a third temple in Jerusalem, and its construction may be getting closer and closer. The construction of the Jewish temple would be a clear indication that the prophecies of the end times are progressing towards their fulfillment. By that time, the Antichrist will be exercising his dominion, and the church will have already been raptured. However, even in the midst of that dark time, there will still be an opportunity for many people to turn to Christ and receive salvation. This is what we can say regarding the third temple. And I would like to invite you, dear listener, to participate with us. Do you believe there will be a third temple in Jerusalem? Leave your comment below. It would be a great blessing to know what you think about this important topic. See you in the next video. God bless you.